batteries on. Go full forward, and fuel prime. And clear prop.
Runway 11 centre, arrivals and departures, left circuit, frequency 132.8. Runway 11 right, circuit training, right circuit, frequency 123.8. Runway 11 left, not available, except for taxi aircraft with an ATC clearance. Extensive delays for circuit training to operational restrictions. Wind 030 degrees, 12 knots, maximum crosswind 12 knots. Maximum tailwind 4 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometres, about scattered 4,500. Temperature 25, QNH 1010. First contact Bankstown Tower ground, notify receive information, Delta.
So today we're on our way to Wedderburn, and the reason for the short flight to Wedderburn is for a little maintenance job on our the avionics, or rather the intercom system for the back seat. We've got some issues where the passengers back there can't hear us. We can hear them.
Backstown ground, Victor Foxtrot Charlie, holding short of runway left for hotel.
We can hear them, but...
Foxtrot Charlie, enter runway left, vacate Charlie, to parking.
We can hear
enter
them.
Runway left, vacate Charlie, to parking. Victor Foxtrot Charlie, thanks.
I'll try again. We can hear them, but they can't hear us. Okay, so we're on ground. Make our call.
Good afternoon, Bankstown ground. Mike Whiskey Delta Express on taxiway Lima approaching Alpha with information. Delta requests taxi for a downwind departure.
Mike Whiskey Delta ground, good day, taxi on point Alpha 11 centre.
Taxi holding point Alpha 11 centre, Mike Whiskey Delta.
Helicopter Zulu Tango at the main pad, request taxi to HUT.
Zulu Tango, Alpha 1, Juliet Echo.
Alright, brakes are set, seatbelts are secure, doors are closed and locked. I'll do my one in a moment, that we've definitely done the back hatch. Trims are now set for takeoff. Autopilot is off. Flight controls are full, free and correct.
Holding point 11 left, request taxi.
Ultimate static's in the off position. Fuel is on both. And we have efficient quantity. Fuel pumps off on the main, off on the auxiliary. We'll go fully rich. We'll increase to 1700. Check left. Check right. Two cycles of the prop, and we'll go to slow idle. Slow idle's good. Prop's fully fine. Mixture's fully rich. We'll just put Wedderburn in a flight plan before we go.
Takeoff there, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 10, takeoff, November.
Thanks, and Tower, Mike Whiskey Delta is ready, Alpha 1, 11 centre for a downwind departure.
Oh, Tower, line up runway centre.
Lining up runway centre, Mike Whiskey Delta.
Mike Whiskey Delta, the airborne Cherokee does the same, runway centre, clear for takeoff.
Copy the traffic and clear for takeoff, runway centre, Mike Whiskey Delta. I'll just give him a few moments to clear the end of the runway. I'm much faster than him. Alright, roll.
Juliet Delta, downwind for touch and go.
Yeah, Juliet Delta.
Hey. Airspeed's alive in both places,
November Romeo,
and we're accelerating very rapidly because it's only very lightly loaded, 65, and we leap off the runway. Alright, so just keeping our eye on our Cherokee, mate.
I was very keen to keep visual contact with the Cherokee up ahead, and being in a low-winged aircraft, once I spotted him, I was I made sure that I would stay below him, because in a low-winged aircraft you have a blind spot below and in front of you because of the wings. So I deliberately stayed a little low and then passed out to his right, and you can see as we go by our relative speeds are quite different. So we safely passed by him, and once we were clear of him, then I was able to continue my climb up to 1500 feet.
Altitude.
Thanks, Tower, helicopter, Lima Tango Oscar holding short of the main pad for a chopper north departure, received Delta, ready.
Okay, we're well clear of him now.
Thanks, down Tower, depart by choppers north, main pad, clear for takeoff.
And our departure altitude will be at 1500, just coming up to 1400 now, and we'll be at the railway line down here. We're clear to go beyond 1500. Okay, we can make our turn towards the south now. We're well clear of traffic, we're outside the zone. So Wedderburn is 1735 orientation.
Jetstar 986, contact Melbourne Centre 133.5, okay?
3.5, Jetstar 986.
It always seems like it should be only a 1 or 2 minute flight down to Wedderburn, but it's actually a bit further than you always imagine. Alright, now we can turn back. We're well clear of the zone, and we are 6 miles from Wedderburn, so we'll make a call. I'll just go direct Wedderburn now. Traffic Wedderburn, Mike Whiskey Delta Express is 5 miles to the northwest at 1900 inbound. Estimate the circuit time 39, traffic Wedderburn. Not exactly sure what direction we'll be landing. It'll depend on the wind there. Could be either 17 or 35. Prefer to land to the south because of that uphill slope, or Yeah, it's an uphill slope to the south, which is obviously preferable. So we'll come over the top and have a bit of a look at the windsock. Like it's coming across, crosswind from the east. But it's definitely favouring 3-5. So, yeah, it's coming in from the northeast. So we'll need to do the downhill landing. Make sure we get our speeds right. Fine. Yeah, definitely. Alright. Traffic Wedderburn, Mike Whiskey Delta's joining a crosswind for runway 35, traffic Wedderburn. Alright, so brakes are off, we've got hydraulic pressure, undercarriage is down and fixed for a ground landing. Mixture will be fully rich in a moment. Instruments are good, switches are right, and hatches and harness secure. Let's go to almost fully rich. Let's start slowing this down.
Flaps.
Give ourselves a nice long final so that we're not coming in hot and high.
Caution, terrain, terrain.
So we're at 25 degrees now.
Caution, terrain, terrain.
And because the database doesn't recognise Wedderburn.
Caution, terrain, terrain.
Traffic Wedderburn, Mike Whiskey Delta's turning final runway 35, traffic Wedderburn.
Caution, warning, terrain, terrain. Altitude.
We'll go fully fine just in case, and we'll go fully rich just in case. Well, Wedderburn's a fairly tricky strip. It's not very long, and it's essentially one strip carved into the middle of a eucalyptus forest. And when you've got any wind, particularly a crosswind as we do today, the rotor and turbulence can get quite severe as you get down towards the treetop level, and you can see that that's starting to affect us there now. You've got to keep your hands and your feet moving on the controls and stay in control of the aircraft at all times. We're on the downhill slope here, which makes it even more tricky, but I was pretty happy with the result. Alright, so successful landing at Wedderburn. That's the first time I've actually landed to the north. The other occasion I have taken off to the north a few times and never landed to the north. A little sport aircraft twin there, very unusual. Gemini, not seen one of those before. Some other hangar owners were doing a little concreting of their
pad outside the hangar here, so I just had to shimmy off to the right to make sure that I cleared them and that we didn't hit anything. And here we are, just coming up alongside our destination hangar.
Alright, all good.